From the Middle East to North Korea, President Trump announced today that his summit with Kim Jong-un is set for Singapore on June 12th. In a tweet, he said, "We will both try to make it a very special moment for world peace." The city-state of Singapore is a regional commercial hub in Southeast Asia. It has close ties to the United States and diplomatic relations with North Korea. The summit announcement came hours after Mr. Trump welcomed home 3 Americans who had been imprisoned in North Korea. White House correspondent Yamiche Alcindor reports on the homecoming.
Cheers echoed in the pre-dawn dark at Joint Base Andrews as President Trump brought out the newly freed Americans. He'd met briefly with them on the plane, then hailed their release and the welcome.
It's very early in the morning. I think you probably broke the all-time in history television rating for 3 o'clock in the morning, that I would say.
The former captives flew home with Secretary of State Pompeo after his meeting with the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Pyongyang. Their release came ahead of the planned summit between Kim and President Trump, with the North's nuclear program on the table.
I really think he wants to do something. I think he did this because I really think he wants to do something and bring that country into the real world.
North Korean state TV said the release followed, quote, an official suggestion from the Trump administration. The 3 men are all Korean Americans. Tony Kim and Kim Hak-song were detained in April and May of 2017. Kim Dong-chul had been held since 2015. All were imprisoned for crimes that include espionage and, quote, hostile acts against North Korea. American officials say the charges were groundless. The president today praised Kim's treatment of the men.
I want to thank Kim Jong-un, who really was excellent to these 3 incredible people.
Their own descriptions of captivity were less glowing.
How were you treated?
Yes, we were treated in many different ways. For me, I had to do a lot of labor, but when I got sick, I was also treated by them.
Later, Vice President Pence said at least one had evidently been kept confined in the dark.
One of the detainees asked to go outside the plane because he hadn't seen daylight in a very long time.
U.S. lawmakers applauded their release, but Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer warned against making too much of it.
This is not some great give on North Korea's part. And under no circumstances should American citizens be viewed as bargaining chips by foreign capital.
In their own statement, the 3 men thanked the U.S. government, President Trump, and Secretary Pompeo. They were taken to Walter Reed Military Hospital in Bethesda, Maryland for evaluation and treatment. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Yamiche Alcindor.